Hi guys, it's Jody. Today's video is a special request from a friend of mine, Terry. Hi Terry. She had made a comment on my video, the video before last, the one where I did the Tropical Vibes swipe, and I used the Pourage Posse paints. She was curious what it would look like with a bloom with those colors. So I'm like, I'm kind of curious myself, so let's do this. So today's video, I'm going to be using those same Pourage Posse colors and then one more color, but we're going to be doing a bloom, and I kind of wanted to do a bigger bloom. With all my testing, I've been doing smaller blooms, and so I've been getting my lungs ready to do a bigger bloom. So that's what today's video is going to be. So let's go get started having some fun with that. All right, so for this piece, I have got a, what is the size of this? It is a 12 by about 10 1/4 hexagon. I get these from Hobby Lobby, and they don't give you the actual dimensions, or maybe they do in the description, but when you're looking at it, the size says small, medium, or large, and this is actually their medium hexagon, but it is 12 across and then 10 1/4 high. And so the pillow I'm going to be using today is my Glidden Premium in Satin. And we're going to do a bloom with those Pourage Posse colors. I did a couple of videos ago. I'll show you them again and how they're mixed up. Let me just get this spread out just a little. Oops. That should be good. All right. The first color I have, actually, I'm going to just go through the colors real quick first and show you the consistencies, and then we'll just put everything on here. The first one is the Chestnut Bronze, and these are all, again, mixed with the Valspar Ultra High Gloss with the Varathane Triple Thick. And they did, I don't think they thickened up. This is about how thick they were in the last video, but that's what that one looks like. And then the next one was the 2021 Beach Retreat Shimmer. And that's what that consistency looks like. And then the Lemon Lime Shimmer. I love this color. I'm not a huge fan of green, but it's kind of like an electric yellow green, and I love it. It just adds a brightness. And then, oh, here it is. Shelee's Masquerade Shimmer. This is like a darker turquoisey color, and all of these have a shimmer to them. There's that consistency. I don't think any of these changed consistency much, and got some. I noticed some paints will get thicker when standing, and others will not. I mean, if you seal it really tight, it shouldn't, but if any air gets in, they will get thicker. All right, my last color is, again, I'm trying to use up this Utrecht, the fluid acrylic, the red violet. This is the Dick Blick brand, and I'm not finding it on their site anymore. I don't know if they're rebranding. I know a friend of mine was telling me that they were trying to get rid of all this fluid line, so they might be trying to rebrand it or just get rid of this line altogether. But the other fluid I like that's very similar is the golden fluid, the quinacridone violet. It's probably a shade more towards magenta than the red violet, but it's pretty close. And then also, one of my other favorites, red violet, is the Amsterdam. It's pretty close to that as well. So there's some other choices if you're not able to get this. I know some Dick Blick stores will still have this, but it's not online anymore. And then that's how this one is mixed up. And then I might as well just show you the cell activator. I've got a little bit of my white left. This is the Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with the Australian Floetrol at 4:1. It's getting a little bit thinner as it was standing. I might, It's almost towards the end. I'm just going to go with it. It might be a little bit thinner, so we'll see if it causes any issues. Normally, if it's too thin, you just add a little bit more paint. So I'm going to put this bronze down first. Probably end up using the rest of it. A healthy amount of that on there. That's good. And then this Beach Retreat, I love this. This blue is just gorgeous against the bronze. This bronze almost reminds me of a copper too, but I just love the two of them next to each other. All right, and then the lemon lime. Let's go with the lemon lime next. Put a healthy amount of that on. I want this to be bright and cheerful bloom. Okay. And then this Shelley's Masquerade is what this one's called. Let's just drizzle that everywhere. And then finally a little bit of the red violet. I don't want it to completely take over, so I'm going to try to just drizzle it in thin layers. I don't want just a big glob of it. Sometimes that's hard when using these little paddle sticks, but that looks good. It looks good. All right, here we go. Get my lungs ready. Yeah, it is a bit thin. It's sinking a little bit faster than I would like, which is fine. It just might carry some of the colors with it as it dries. That. Oops. Glad I'm wearing my apron. Completely dipped my apron into the white pillow paint. That blew out really nice. A lot of interesting things going on. We're gonna put some embellishments in and see where this takes us. I'm just adding some interest. There's a lot of nice cells in the middle here, but what I like to do when I'm adding embellishments is just some of the bare spots. I'll add a little bit of interest, or if there's a cell structure I don't like in here, I'll kind of add something to it. That's always how I've kind of decided to add some interest to my blooms. I've never done a full-on modified bloom where you've seen others blow out and then kind of take it and morph it into something completely different. I haven't done that yet, but it's certainly on my list to try. Some of this is going to get knocked out, so, but I like even when there's just like a little peak of a curve, or like one of these little things sticking onto the side over here. Those are fun for me. I think that is plenty. This looks like a carnival of colors. I love it. I absolutely love it. I am excited to see how, whoa, we're starting to go off. I am excited to see how this this comes out. I will meet you over at the spinner box. I'm just going to put a little bit of pillow paint here and meet you over at the spinner box, and we will see what comes of this. All right. Here's what this looks like before we spin it out. I think I want to, just kind of going over the sides that way. Whoa. Oh, Jody forgot to put pillow on the bottom, but I've got some pillow paint coming off the sides, so I just got to secure it that way. That was almost bad. All right, I am going to give this an initial spin, and we're going to see where it goes. Oh, yeah. I almost feel like I want to... Actually, no. You know what? I kind of like if there's a little bit of negative space. Let's keep doing that and see what comes of that. Bring this down just a little. All right. Spin this way. See what we get. Maybe we won't keep that white space. Wow. This is just gorgeous. Look at all these cells. Oh, I love this. I love these colors. I've still got a little bit of movement in there. I kind of want to go this way one more time just to get a bit more paint off. Yeah. Let's kind of move it down just a little. We're almost there. Wow. Oh, there's some nice shimmers in here from these paints. I have no idea what the orientation is. I don't even mind that little bit of white. I was trying to get it off at first, but no, I kind of like it. Kind of adds to it. And it's not really moving. I don't want to... Actually, I'm going to do just one more little... That's good. Right there. I don't want to touch it anymore. I've got some really nice cells in here. I don't want them to start getting weird by going off. I didn't get to keep a lot of my swooshes, but there are a few. And I love how the... Well, I'll show you when we do the flyover. I'm going to call this one done. There we go. Wow. Look at all those colors in there. Here's what that one looks like. I'm going to get cleaned up and I will bring you over for the flyover. All right, here is the flyover. Look at all that sparkle in there. I just love how this piece turned out. I feel like I added a little bit too much of the bronze, but these colors just do not disappoint. And I even like the little ribbons there that I didn't do anything with. Those little ribbons of color that are at the outside of the bloom when you blow them out. I did get a few little nice swishies in there, but I just love how it's almost three-dimensional, especially those cells right in there. I just got all kinds of stuff going on here. This is probably my favorite swish part right there. I'm glad that hung on, but there was just so many cells I saw. And I love the multicolor, the green and then the red violet and the blue. There's just so much going on just right in there. But I am super pleased with this, and I can't wait to see how it dries. So I will be back once it's dried to show you the results. And I'm back to show you the dried results of the bloom you just saw me do, and holy wow. It dried beautifully. There was no issue with the cell activator. I was worried it was going to be a little bit too thin because there wasn't much left, and it is a bit warmer in my studio and it looked a little bit thin, but it worked out okay. It stayed exactly as you saw it wet. It dried, and the bling on this with I keep wanting to call it copper, the bronze, just beautiful. I have named it Tropical Beach Vibes, and you'll see why. So here it is as a whole before I start moving it around and bringing it in closer. But that bronze really came through in here, and there's a lot of subtle shimmers with the other colors, but that bronze really peeked through, and it kind of reminded me of sand, you know, on a tropical beach, because you've got all these other, like the green and the blues and that red violet. Didn't come through too much, but just gorgeous. So now if I bring you in and just show you more of the detail, you see that I keep wanting to call it copper. It reminds me of copper. I'm sorry, Christine. I know it's bronze. But yeah, and this is still my favorite little swish right there. And I love how the colors kind of mix in. It's not as the colors aren't sticking out as the swipe. These kind of blended a bit more, and it kind of makes me feel like the ocean and kind of beachy, but it still has a tropical vibe to it, so I'm sticking to that. But that just dried beautifully. I love these paints. I already have bookmarked to get more of them when I'm able to. And Christina did comment on my video where the first video where I did use it. She does also have an Etsy shop, and so I will put that down below along with her YouTube channel, and she has a Facebook group where you can join as well with the Pourage Posse paints. So having said all that, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you thought of this piece today. I really had a lot of fun doing this bloom. I was a little nervous because, you know, I'm used to doing smaller blooms. I've been testing a lot. It's been a while since I've done a bigger one with my lungs. So I think it worked out okay. So let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it in the comments below. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.